Cumbare.
How you doing?
Hey, Cumbare, ¿cómo estás?
It's kind of funny. Every time we come on, we're already laughing.
All right.
Because guys, you gotta
We
know what
already,
goes on behind the scenes there. We should do one.
we should we should put out exactly what we started when before we started the
oh my
podcast.
God, imagine. That'd be
I don't
so
think we'll be on
funny.
the air for long.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
No, we probably would be. Probably would be because the content is like,
Yeah. So Lisa, you got your hair
So
all
alrighty.
tied up there. What's happening?
Well, I just got off the elliptical because you sent the link and you
the
disrupted my
the husband's
elliptical.
gonna pass by with a big smile.
No, he's sleeping.
Leaking
No, I was
water
on the elliptical. I was on the elliptical,
like
and
this.
yeah, like this.
Okay, good.
Huh?
Yeah. I
Like
was on
this?
for like a good 18 minutes. Yeah. And
You're
then
like,
I saw the link and I'm like, tabarnak de merda.
Like that. You see, he's got the best elliptical.
That's why you lost weight, Alfie. You lost weight.
no,
Oh
I
my
got a
God.
treadmill. I run.
No, the elliptical is actually because you can incline, so it's actually works everything.
My
Sure.
treadmill inclines too.
Yeah. So I love my elliptical. I like freaking
I play
swelter.
soccer on Sunday nights. That's fucking insane as fuck.
Yeah,
Feels
that's hard.
so maron.
Then he
But it's
leaves there,
important.
has 2K. Yeah, but you know what? You know what, Steph? You've never had that body where you grow fat.
I have no panzarone there. That's all beer.
Dude, fuck. I remember when at Universal you used to go fucking buy a hot dog, you come back with like 9, 10 hot dogs.
I have a fucking disgusting appetite. That's for
And I
sure.
don't know where the fuck you put it because you're not gaining any weight.
You know what? To be fair,
Hey.
yeah, I swear to God, I've been between 160 and 165 since I was 18. And now I think I'm 172.
Wow.
And I don't like the 172
But
afterwards.
172.
172.
172.
172.
But it's but the weight, the maximum weight for your height is 185. So you're still under.
Yeah.
You're I know because you're about my height, and they tell me I'm overweight and I'm 195.
I'm
You know what? 2 years ago I was 119.
You don't count. You're all bones over there.
How much?
I was 119 2 years ago. Now I'm like 125.
C'est bon, ça.
Well, 125. I like. You know what? I'm Italian. I like the bait. Un poco de carne. I like. You know.
You need
Who
well
doesn't?
that no me I like
Me, I like.
no I like curve. I don't
You-
like
But is it you
on a
like?
woman. On a woman.
You.
Me I like on
You,
a
you.
woman. On a
Okay.
woman. I think a woman has to have a bit of
Me,
curve.
I like. Me,
Me
I.
I like. Me I.
Me, I.
Curvature.
There we go. It's the Italian.
Curvature.
Me,
Good.
I,
That's
bro.
straight out of RDP.
Bro.
Curve. And I'm from LaSalle.
Me,
Oh
I,
my
bro.
God.
I'm from LaSalle.
So did you
Me, I
guys have a
from
good
LaSalle.
week?
Yeah, we had a good week. I have the
Good.
same sweater on, but we had a good week.
It seemed like a very short week.
It was
It
very
almost
short.
it seemed like it was only minutes, really.
You know what? It's
I did wash my sweater. These are my pajamas. I'm actually in my pajamas.
so am I actually. My pants are. I have my
No, not
pajama
me. I have
pants.
to go and get my daughter. I have to go and get my daughter.
Yeah,
My
was-
daughter won. My daughter. Oh, sorry. What? Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Your daughter won.
My daughter won. Was selected her film for school film festival already.
Which one?
No, it was not the one we were in. It was
The
another
one
one
I'm
that
still waiting for.
she
Yeah.
has a YouTube channel. She has a YouTube channel.
So
You
what's
have
the
to check
YouTube
it out.
channel called?
Check it out.
Oh my God.
Check it out.
No, that's Lisa being a clown.
Yeah. No, she has a YouTube channel. Her name.
Yes, he asked what's YouTube channel. Oh, follow the
Her
conversation.
name. Her name.
What's
Yes.
her name?
Sierra.
You think I remember everybody's name I meet?
Hey, Maron.
Dude, I don't
Sierra.
even remember the shit I took this morning.
But you know what? And you're known as Occhionero, so
She's Di Capua.
okay, yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
what?
Di Capua.
Dude, can you just tell me the fuck out?
Yeah, is it hard? It's 2 months he's asking for a link. Is it hard to go click,
I'm
click?
gonna send it to you. I did
You
tell her,
said
she's
that
like,
100 times.
you know what? You know what's funny? I told her I was gonna send it, and asked her to send it the same day that you asked, and she said I'm gonna send it to him later.
Yeah.
I think she was at work.
Like you said,
I
about
said,
40 times.
well,
So she gets it from someone.
Later in the
it's in
year
the
of
genes.
26.
No, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, we heard that about 100 times. I've heard it 6 times, and I'm not even involved in this. There's a problem.
Right.
But yeah, no, she was selected for another film that she did. It's a drama film, actually,
Okay.
and it was really good. Yep.
What's the drama film called?
Uh,
Are you in it?
every other every other family, something like that.
Okay.
Are you in it?
Like that? No.
No.
That's why I was selected. So
Nice.
but yeah, no, it's a more of a drama action, and no, she did really well. I was really surprised, and yeah, so we're gonna see what happens with that.
So my video is on her YouTube channel, but can I see it? Do I have to subscribe? Do I have to
No,
pay?
you could see. No, it's YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's YouTube.
Eventually,
she fuck on YouTube.
Eventually she's gonna send you something. I mean, in maybe 2024, it could be 2025, but she's gonna get it, and it'll be on your text message, and you just click it. If she sends it, you just press the button, you'll be able to watch it. But I mean, it's it's a cross your fingers, and we'll see.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
You know what? Christmas is coming. Make a wish.
It might
She's
be
been on the
Christmas
fucking elliptical for half an hour.
I know.
She could have fucking done it while she was on the elliptical.
No, I couldn't. I was only on it for 18 minutes because
No, it's
somebody
because the
decided to
elliptical
send
goes
the
like
link.
this. This goes like this, so you can't do it like that.
Woo!
So
Like,
what's our
you know what?
topic? We had said
Topic
what it was going to be. What was it?
when our parents first
Oh
came here.
yeah. When our parents first came here. What's the matter with
Yeah.
you?
So what was the matter with me? What's the matter with you? Because
What's the matter with you?
So
Shut
your family
Shut
come?
up, you face.
Did your family come straight to Montreal?
No.
You know what? I think they stopped off in New York. I think it was a stop off New York before they come to Montreal, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Halifax.
My grandparents were in Calgary.
Calgary? No, I think it was Halifax, and then they came to Montreal. I don't think it was straight to Montreal. I think they stopped off in Halifax.
No, my grandparents went to Calgary, and then
By
they
plane?
went. No, they took a boat.
How the fuck do you get to Calgary by boat?
Calgary by boat, yeah, exactly.
No, he ended up in Calgary.
The railroad. They took the boat probably here, and then they went to work out out west.
Yeah, okay.
They did, and then what happened was that they came more east. They ended up in Montreal.
I would imagine.
And yeah, and my mom was my mom was 5 when she came. My father was 15 when he came because he stayed in Italy. And he was a mechanic at Fiat in Italy.
Okay, wait, hold on. Your mom was 5 and your father was 15.
When they arrived here.
When they arrived in Canada. Yes.
But okay, but you said they were both in Calgary.
My grandparents. My mom's side.
Okay.
My mom's side.
Okay, I thought your mom and dad came here, and I was like, don't you think there's a bit of an age gap from having marriage over there? Like, I misunderstood.
No.
But I know that it was some stuff was legal back then, but 15 and 5 is a bit pushing it right now.
No. My mom was young when she came. So yeah, my father was 15 when he came here. My mom was 5.
Okay.
And yeah, so but eventually, when my parents met, we were supposed to move to Toronto. And my father, at the last minute, reneged, and he didn't want to.
Wow!
So we ended up here. Yeah.
Well, look, I don't know how. You know what? I don't know what to say. I have mixed feelings about Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's Toronto.
My aunt is there. I like it. I like Toronto. I like it.
It's more business. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I could tolerate.
But
I'd lose my shit.
But if you go to like everything that we have here, they have it on roids. Like I went to a pastry shop. Like I went to an Italian pastry shop. similar to Patisserie Saint-Martin, let's say, which is the one I go to.
And where's this?
It's in actually, it's funny, near Tottenham, which is quite far away. But I think it's a chain. And dude, I walked into this place. It's so Saint-Martin times 15. Like literally.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're huge. They have a superstore there too.
Dude,
Jesus
it's a
Christ.
pastry, like it's sectioned off. So the bread section is like is basically just Saint Martin, only bread. The cold cut section is another store, just like Saint Martin, only cold cuts. They're all hanging there. The pastry section is another huge, but then they have just the fresh cakes that they do. Then they have a whole coffee, but it's humongous. It's like you're walking into a Walmart of pastry shops. Like I've never seen, and there was
Costco.
lineup of people, and the price is c'est pas donné. Like it's not cheap prices. You're paying a cake, you're paying bread, $5 a dozen, $6 a dozen, or whatever it is. Like you're paying
Well, you're in fucking Toronto. Everything is fucking
It's anyways, besides that, my so my mom's family and dad's family had two different journeys. Like my mom, her dad went to Vancouver, he alone, and he was working on the railroads. And then he found an inn to get to Montreal, and they ended up, of course, like near the Little Italy area. And he was the one who sponsored pretty much every other one that came from my mom's side, and he sponsored everybody. And he opened up a shoe store. And he was the Scarpata of Little Italy, but big time, right? He was the guy, everybody knows him, and he would sponsor all the families coming from Italy going into. So him and Pasticceria Alati, when they opened, they know my grandfather for years, because they lived right there. And my dad's family was weird. Well, not weird, but it was. So there were four brothers and sisters. No, sorry. My grandparents, there were six of them. My grandfather's the only one who came to Montreal. One went to Toronto.
My grandfather too. Oh my God. Okay.
One went to Toronto, and the other four went to Belleville.
Wow.
Yeah, but what happened is because when my grandfather came, it wasn't
City of Toronto.
It was what?
The crack city, Belleville.
Belleville is.
I heard that it's really bad over there.
No, as a kid, I was there basically every second weekend. I was in Belleville because we had all our aunts and uncles there. So we would drive.
It's not far from here. It's what, 3.5?
2 hours, I think.
No,
three
and a half.
No?
3.5.
That's still not that far.
2 hours from Toronto, about.
It's maybe 15 minutes. Do you know
wait a second.
Picton?
Yeah, it's right near Picton. Yeah, absolutely.
But Kingston is halfway. Kingston is
not. Yeah, but it's not Belleville, so it's different.
Kingston is 2 hours and a half.
No.
Yeah. Kingston is halfway to Toronto. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Kingston is amazing. Yeah. And so so it was
which
weird.
part of Kingston?
Yeah, well, the downtown area near the water there. It's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, Belleville, 4 of them were there, but because my aunt, it was her husband that came to Montreal, and he was the one that sponsored his father-in-law and all the remaining kids, because my aunt was the oldest. So my dad, my uncle, and they all came to one house in Little Italy, in that area. No, they were on Devar Street, which is it's a little bit like more a Huntsic area. And then
it's between Iberville and Huntsic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they went to Saint Michel apartment, then Saint Michel apartment, and then after like 3 years, then every single person in that family bought in Saint Leonard, and they all lived there.
It was either Saint Leonard, Montreal, RDP.
Or RDP. RDP was
and the ones that stayed in Saint Michel's just stayed.
There was no RDP when they got here.
What?
There was no RDP when they got here. RDP.
You're right. You're right. Because RDP started when I was young.
Yeah.
Because Maurice Duplessis and all that was all forest.
Oh yeah, dude. Saint Leonard stopped at VO. When I was a kid, so remember Casteltina?
Yeah.
After that was like fields. Yeah. There was Jean Talon that was developed, and every corner from there was fields. There wasn't much.
Oh my
Remember
God,
Laurier
that's
Mac?
crazy.
Laurier Mac. You know where the
Yeah.
soccer field is at Laurier Mac? That
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
the
in the
soccer
back.
field. The soccer field was my grandmother used to pick the chicoria there because it was all fields.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
It wasn't developed. My brother used to go to high school at Laurier Mac. He would come up,
Yeah.
and my grandmother, you would see her
Dude.
bent over picking chicoria.
Steph, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Fix that internet of yours.
Why? What's wrong? Is it freaking out?
It's like
Are you not on my end? Not on
Sounds
my
like you
end.
have a bad stomach ache.
yeah,
Oh my
it
God.
is on your end.
Yeah.
No, but it doesn't say here. Like
Because me, I see Lisa. I see Lisa. Okay, I am okay.
could be. Is
You
it better
You
now?
see,
You're all
he's
over the fucking
digitizing.
page.
He's digital.
Is it
Yeah,
better
now
now?
you're okay.
Now I'm okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna touch
Yeah.
it. I was getting excited. That's why the internet didn't work.
But it's funny because my grandfather on my mom's side, they were 9 kids.
Oof.
There were 9 kids in Italy. Yeah. My grandfather's the one that came here. And then he sponsored all his sister and his 2 brothers. And the remainder stayed in Italy. And there's one of his brothers stayed in Sault Ste. Marie. They lived in Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh wow. Okay.
And yeah. And then the other brother and the sister came here. And they followed him. And for him to bring them over, they had no money. So when he sponsored them, they all stayed with him in his house. So when he had odd jobs. He was a janitor, then he worked at Swiss Chalet. And what he would do is he would bring the food home to help feed because the house was packed. Like he married my grandmother, and the house was packed with people. So she had to feed them, and money was really scarce at that time. And she was home. My grandmother was home. My grandmother was pregnant. She got pregnant 7 times, miscarried, and then had my mother. So my mother was born, and then it was my other 2 aunts. So, but she was home, and it was very, very hard. It was extremely hard. And yeah, so that's when they moved into Villa Sal, but originally they were in Villa Mard. So from Villa Mard, they had the duplexes close. And then when they moved to Villa Sal, they did the same thing. They sort of uprooted, went where they are now, and they lived next to each other. So it's the craziest thing. And try to figure that out now. Try to do something like that now. And it's like,
well, what's
my
crazy?
brother,
What's crazy is that, like, a lot of that generation, our parents' generation, still only speak Italian.
Yeah. My father barely understood English and French.
Imagine coming
Barely
now.
understood, and he was a
But you guys
mechanic.
still
He was
have
a
your
master
parents.
mechanic.
Yeah, luckily I have my parents. Lisa lost. I get your
I
dad.
lost my dad. I lost my dad in 2014. But my father was a master mechanic, right? So when he came, he opened up a garage with his brothers. And the thing is, the only reason why in Villamard.
Okay.
So the only reason why they were able to hold a mechanic's license is because my father was a master mechanic. So, and then they built it out of under their own personal name. And then they affiliated with Shell, and then they affiliated with Crevier. Yeah. So you can see how it progressed, right, throughout the years. And he opened it at Villamard. Then he used to take the Monk Metro to go to Angrio and then go home. Right. Oh, yeah. So that's how he did it. And then when he would get home late. And then my grandparents would feed us because we would get home earlier. My mother was a teacher. Right. So it was like the craziest thing. And the funny thing is, as we got older, the aunts moved. My grandparents owned a duplex, like a couple of blocks down. They had bought a duplex, just a regular duplex to rent out. So my aunt, who now lives in Kirkland, she ended up buying that duplex. And then my other aunt, who now lives in Toronto, she lived in St. Lambert. So then they moved to Toronto. It's the weirdest thing. That's the weirdest thing.
It's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that back then you could literally move to another country, let alone a French and English speak, and only speak Italian and get by life doing well, actually.
Yeah.
But back then you could even move to another fucking country and nobody gave a shit. If I have to move to New York with an educational background,
forget it.
It's like pulling fucking
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is. And imagine, you know what? In order to find out where your parents, let's say you want dual citizenship because you would like to carry on part of that heritage. You would like to be
First of all,
identify as
what do you
Italian.
mean dual? Italian?
Dual. So let's say
Try
like
getting an appointment. I'm going through the
no,
process.
you know how long it is. And the problem with that is you need all the birth certificates, everything from your parents, right?
I have all of them, even the passports.
I
I have
don't.
this ticket of the boat that they came off of. We know when they were stamping that ticket.
Wow.
They stamped it in Lily and they came here. I actually
Yeah.
have the paper and everything that shows where they left from, who sponsored them, everything all the way here.
Yeah.
I would probably be eligible in a heartbeat like this.
You are.
Get my citizenship.
It's
Yeah,
harder now to get.
You know what the problem is? It's been a year and a half now that I've been going online and trying to get an appointment, and I still can't get one. A year and a half.
Because a lot of people are doing it.
But go on Jean Talon. They have the Patronato there. No?
Yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
It's exactly for that.
No, is it Le Patronat for the people that have their pensions? Because I called one. There's one here, right on Belrose.
Okay.
Le Patronat.
Oh no, where did I go?
And I called
downtown.
them on Drummond. You have to go
to that's the one. It's on Drummond. Yeah, that's Drummond. The one I went to. Yeah.
But they're going to tell you the same thing. They're going to say, go home and try to make an appointment. I had an appointment, okay? And I had gotten an appointment during COVID, right?
Oh, wow.
And it happened that near the ending of COVID, I had gone to New York. It wasn't New York. It was Florida to go see my aunts and my uncles, right? And while I was there, because internet and blah, blah, everything, like I didn't have data and all that. I could have connected to Wi-Fi, but I'm there with my uncle. And during that 1 week and a half, 2 weeks that I was there, they had sent me an email saying, confirm this appointment. And when I got back and I sat down, it was at the end of August. I sat down, it was September 4th, and I'm waiting for them to call me, and they never called. When I went back on, I was like, what? Then when I went back into my emails, they sent me I came back 2 days before, they sent me an email 3 days before.
Oh my God.
So I never saw the email.
Shit.
To confirm. So I lost that, and then I'm still trying to get an appointment. I can't get it.
I see the problem is it's hard for me to get my father's papers. My father's papers are the hardest.
Why?
And because I don't really know why I'm having such a hard time. I guess
but you're going for it? You're trying to get your dual citizenship?
I read up on it. Before I start the process, I want to see if I'm able to get the papers, because I'm not going to start it. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, you need this paper. And then, I can't find it. And then, you know what I mean? I want to have everything.
This appointment and you send in all your documentation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get.
They're going to tell you yes or no before you even start the process.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
they start the process. What I read, and my thing is my telephone. Now it's not a telephone call. Now they give you an appointment to go in. But my telephone call was, okay, what paperwork do you have? Send it to us by email. We'll revise it. We'll call you back saying yes, you're eligible. No, you're not eligible.
Okay.
But if your parents were born in Italy, automatically, if you go, you can prove it. You're eligible because it's from La Ligne Sanguine. Even though they became an Italian citizen, because they were Italian, you still get, you still have the right.
Well, my daughter,
but they'll tell you with everything that you send in. I don't even think they'll start the paperwork until you send everything in, and they'll tell you yes or no, or you're missing some papers. Do you have this paper, or whatever?
Okay. Wow. Pretty cool.
They'll tell you automatically, but get that fucking, because once you get that phone call or once you get that appointment, you're home free. You're in the system now. But
for me, my daughter is lucky because she's automatically, she can vote. It's automatic for her. It's me that.
Well, yeah, your husband is not dual. He's an Italian.
He's Italian citizen. Yeah.
He's not dual.
He's landed immigrant.
I don't know.
He's not dual. He's landed immigrant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's got it. He's never got his Canadian citizenship.
Nope.
Cool. Cool.
But if I can do it, I can do it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I can. And they say it's actually better to have the dual.
Of course it is.
It's actually much better.
I mean, better.
Because
better.
if World War III breaks out, you have a choice of where you're going.
Yeah, where you want to get blown up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to
I want to
Italy
eat,
and be run by a communist,
I
or
want
I'm
to
gonna
eat.
stay here.
I want to eat the best plate of pasta before I go.
Especially if you ever notice that the wars always start in Europe.
Yeah,
Did
true.
you? Anyways, we don't want to talk politics about what just happened lately. But anyways,
What happened lately? I don't even know what happened.
Well, no, I guess she's
All
talking
over the
about Trump
news.
being
elected.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Dude, the way it is, look, Trump, Kamala. I mean,
yeah. Hey, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Three pumpkins.
we had Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's a fucking Austrian weight lifter who ran California. So I mean, let's be honest.
Kanye West was going for.
He ran. He didn't win, but he ran. I know. Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Yeah.
Like Ronald Reagan, it's not like he was Joe politician.
Ronald Reagan? Did you just say Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan.
That's my Bugs Bunny. Ronald Reagan.
But
Ronald Reagan.
You know what? I mean, like, okay. I mean,
you know what? It's a wait and see. It's a wait and see.
It's. I mean, look at the choices we had.
It's the same in Canada. Our next election. We're cooked. What are we gonna do? We don't know. I don't.
I know what I'm voting for.
Nobody wants Justin. Yeah, nobody wants Justin. We can't. The Conservatives are far too left, and the NDP is like
pretty good.
It does not look pretty good. We'll be bankrupt in about 2 months.
My daughter says
taken over by Trinidad. Fuck.
No, she goes, my daughter says, I'm going to vote for the Green Party. I go, why are you going to do that? Because we need trees.
We need what?
Trees.
Okay, that's good. And those are the people that are voting.
You know what she told me?
I hate
because I'm not even going to vote.
And we're not going to talk
I don't want to talk about it.
Tell her to go vote in Italy, please.
Yeah, exactly.
She was asked. No. You know what's funny?
Go vote for the weed party. Go.
No. But it's funny. The ballot came in. The ballot came in from Italy. And it's all in Italian, right? It was like, she's reading this and she's like, what is this? And I'm like, she has no clue. Well, she doesn't know Italian politics. She goes, Mommy, what is this? And I'm reading it and I'm like, I have no idea. And I'm like, you have to vote. She goes, for who? I said, whoever you want. She goes, I don't know these people.
Tell her to vote for Berlusconi.
Yeah. He only owns 3/4 of Italy. Anyway.
Yeah, what?
He only owns 3/4 of Italy.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Guys, anyways, it's always a pleasure having you guys on.
Well, we didn't hear about Alfie's side of the family.
You did.
Like I said, they landed here, I think, or in Halifax. I don't know much about you.
I bought a house in Laval. That's it.
My grandfather went to work for, I think it was Nestle or Hershey, the one on Iberville, when they were here in Montreal. They closed down, and then I don't know anything after that. And I know about it because my parents used to talk about it. And my aunt went to New York.
See, at least you have a New York connection. That's fun.
Yeah. Well, my uncle is New York. He's Greek American.
Okay.
I have family in New York. I have family in Florida.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's
you can't ask for more.
Yeah, that's good.
Me, it's a
you could say Europe. You could say
on my mom's side, like I said, they landed here. My grandfather worked. He was carabiniere, I think, in Italy.
Nice.
And when he came here, he was a security guard at Fleury Hospital, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I delivered the mail there every day.
Yeah, he was a security guard at Fleury Hospital.
Fun.
More or less than that, then my Aunt Josie, my Aunt Kathy. You know what? Honestly, I have a blank about everything.
Wow,
my great uncle was a carabinier. His name was Napoleon.
Nice.
Napoleon.
Guys, that's of course our cheapy Zoom meeting is coming due here. So before we get cut off, you know what? But we can go in depth into maybe another time we'll do that. We can go in depth into us growing up as Italian Canadians here, because to me I found it interesting that that generation, without speaking a word of English or French, were successful. Like everyone, I mean, successful. They all own homes now. And they still don't speak English or French. That's try crazy. That now. Try to come to Quebec and not learn English or French and be successful.
It's hard.
Look, there's a lot of the mentality and a lot of the stuff that was back then compared to today.
Well, it's different, but still, it's interesting because you're still in a country that doesn't speak Italian. So they made enough money with only the Italians in their little area, right? My grandfather was Scarpare.
Today we're giving power to kids, and I'm not even saying adults, to kids that dress up as I don't know what, and they pretend like they identify as a fence, you know, and we can't tell them, look,
that's another podcast.
I identify as a fence, but we'll give you an executive job, you know, running a company. I mean, because we can discriminate.
Coming up on the next.
He identifies himself as a fucking
fence. As a lamppost. Guys, it was a blast. Thank you so much. Coming up on the next one, we can go into fences and we'll talk about, which a lot of the times made money with fences. Have a good one, guys.
Door handles.
Bye.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.